What's up, everybody? Today we're doing something simple, easy, just a snack maybe, or appetizer, or even dinner. Hey, however you want to do it. Stick around and I'll show you what we're making. Well, today we are doing stuffed hot dogs, and you can see the basic ingredients right here. All you need is some bacon, your favorite cheese. I like that habanero Cabot's myself. Some kind of hot dog weenie, and if you want to be health conscious, find one without nitrates and the lowest carbs possible. And yeah, we're going to knock this out and see how it turns out at the end. By the way, this recipe comes from VertiWorks website. I'll put a link in the show notes down below, and check that out. That's a resource of some wonderful recipes. So let's see how it turns out. The first thing you want to do is get your hot dogs and slice them. You don't want to cut them all the way in half or all the way through. You just want to make a nice little pocket for the cheese. And I've already cut the cheese up. I've kind of cut it in wedges. I just cut the corners off of the cheese and just kept going around it, getting a little stick, and I kind of measured it out to where I know it'll fit. That's not a big deal. So let's start slicing these up, and we'll stuff them with some cheese. So like I said, the key is not to cut it all the way through, so you just kind of have to feel your way a little bit and just put a little incision in there. Pretend you're a doctor or whatever. But yeah, you just want to go about 3/4 of the way at least. Just make a nice little pocket. All right, we'll work our way in here. All right, now that that's done, we'll put our cheese in there, and then we'll start wrapping it up with bacon. I love bacon. So we'll just open this pocket up a little bit. You might have to trim on it a little more to get it, so I didn't go deep enough with that, so just gonna go just a little bit further. The key is not to slice your hand open. So there's our cheese pocket. I'm gonna wedge this in here just like this here, hopefully. This is not hard, and like I said, if you do the slicing, maybe the kids can do the stuffing, and they like to play with slimy things, so they can do the bacon wrapping too. So yeah, there it fit in there pretty nice. And now we'll proceed on and fill them all up. We've got them stuffed. Now it's time to wrap them up and get them on the grill. All right, now it's time to wrap them up with the bacon, and then we'll get them cooking. Now the bacon I've got I made sure it was 0 sugar added. That's something you need to pay attention to, but this is pretty simple, pretty slimy. That's why I say kids like this kind of stuff, but all you gotta do is start wrapping, working your way down. Makes a nice little cover for the cheese. Yeah, there we go. That come out about perfect too. So I'll continue to wrap these. I'll speed it up because I know your time's important, and then we'll get them going. Hey, if you're into the keto lifestyle or low carb living, or just like good food, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell button to get notified of upcoming videos, and man, I sure do appreciate it. All right, I've transferred them to a tray here, and I'm going to add some seasoning. I'm going to put this on there today, Dan-O's. Trying to find spices that don't have any sugar added or anything like that. So this is the first time trying this, so I'll tell you what I think about it at the end. We'll just season them up a little bit. All right, let's put them on the grill and let them do their thing. Well, here they are on the old handy dandy grill out here. There's cooking instructions for the oven in the descriptions below. So we're gonna let them cook up and see how they come out. Oh yeah, they're about done now. As you can see, I did lose a little bit of the cheese. I didn't have it wrapped too good, I guess, but let's get these off and see what they taste like. Here is the final product. Now, the only thing left to do is taste this stuff. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah. Hey, first of all, that Dan-O's seasoning, that's pretty good. That was the Chipotle seasoning. I like that a lot. Man, this is simple, it's easy, and it's delicious. I mean, this is, what's not to like? It's bacon, cheese, and a hot dog. But yeah, give it a try. And for my Verta friends, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing well on your journey. I'm just getting through 1 week here, and Verta Works is an outstanding source. This comes from the newbie section. So if you go there, just look under newbies and you'll see all kinds of resources, low carb, keto, and they do a real good job on that site so far from what I've seen. So I'm gonna finish this off. Y'all have a good one. Well now, how about that? It don't get no easier than that, does it? Man, that's something fun for the kids to help out with, and it's just simple to make, and it tastes great, man, I tell you so. Hey, until the next time, may the Lord bless you and eat well.